Hello? Why is it working now? Huh? If Hmm. I don't understand. So, hmm. I don't understand. So, we are experiencing some technical difficulties. Sorry about that. I'm pretty happy that no one's really watching that. Yeah, attention to details. One of my videos from last year, I was talking about attention to details. I think I was talking more about video production. Like you create a video, and you do the stuff offline, like before, like you, and then you upload the video, the final product of your video production. And now when I'm broadcasting live, if you miss one thing and you don't see, you don't pay attention to that little mistake for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, the stream is fucked. That's for sure. Fucking hell. And wow. So it means it means that you didn't hear anything what I was talking about. Uh, the You saw the clock. It says 9 minutes 26 seconds. I was trying to explain you the meaning behind word branding, and I was aiming to do that under 10 minutes. Now now the time is wasted, and like I basically told the most important things in 2 or 3 minutes, but later later on you didn't hear. Fuck. Sorry. Technical difficulties. We're experiencing technical difficulties. What should I do about that? Yeah, I need someone to help me. Seriously, it's not to work for one person. So, branding. That was an example how things are getting sideways, right? I'll set the timer again. I'll put another 10 minutes on the timer. Stop, clear, go. 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. Okay, so the background, like the basics of branding is it's that mm, branding means finding the meaning behind the business name, behind the business logo, like behind the organization, the intentions, the the personality, the promise of the brand. That's something you're trying to achieve, the mission, and you have to be clear about that if you want to be successful. Like I experienced it so many times that when I'm all over the place trying to juggle too many things, it just destroys your branding efforts, because people don't understand what you're trying to achieve, and that's the problem. Like, you learn many things, you can be interested in many things, and you can do a lot, but publicly you have to be consistent about your efforts, about your own philosophy, what you're trying to achieve in the long run, because it's really easy to destroy your reputation. And another thing, that the word brand, it's more or less synonymous with the word reputation. So one of the golden phrases is that it takes 20 years to build a reputation, but you can easily destroy that reputation in 1 minute, and that's absolutely true. And what happened today is a perfect example what can go wrong. And like, in general, life is unpredictable. You're always facing some problems, like that there are certain risks in any activity. So defining your final outcome, and doing everything you can do to ensure that your mission is successful. It's the main thing. That's why branding is so important in business, in marketing and communications. Well, if you tell something that you're going to do, if you're announcing that you are going to achieve something, to create something, you are obliged to do that if you want other people to take you seriously. And it's like a test, you know. You are testing your own intentions, your own personality, work ethic, and things like that. If you're announcing that you're in business of something, like like cutting the grass, if you want to be the best grass trimmer, cutter, or landscaper or something, you must tell people what you do the best, and you have to prove with your actions at the later stage, once you get some customers, once you find some customers, once you gain contracts with them, at least psychological contract. It doesn't have to be written contract, but if you have the customer, you have the contract with that person or organization, and it again, the better your brand is, the better you perform to prove that your brand is strong and capable of doing things. The the better the better outcome is going to be. So 5 minutes, half of the time is past. What else should I say? All right. I will talk more about the problems and differentiation. One good example was those technical difficulties I was experiencing today. I don't understand what happened there, but the microphone didn't work until I started like clicking there and there, like going through the options, but it doesn't make sense. Like, why did it happen? I don't know, but let's say someone would be watching in the beginning. They would, what would they do? They would probably leave because they would think this is some kind of bullshit, because there's no voice, that dude is talking, and nobody knows, nobody hears what he's talking about. So fuck that, and I'm leaving. That's the natural reaction for the most people, right? And maybe some people who are more patient, they would try to write me in the comments on YouTube, but I'm not sure if that thing working as well. Like in my broadcasting studio, like theoretically it should work. I should see comments. I have something like notification thing in here, but I'm not sure if it's working. I have to test it again, but it might be the same bullshit, the microphone. So there are problems, the communication, like the communication suffers for some external factors. Like I'm not able to control these factors at the moment, but my brand suffers because of that. So you have to be strategic about your promises, and don't over promise, but you have to deliver. Yes, prove prove that you have work work ethics, strong work ethics to make things happen, even you experience some problems. Uh, so it's demonstration of your character, if you will. Like you might get embarrassed in this kind of situation and never go online again. That's a problem, that you it means that you don't have a brand, or you don't, or your brand is really weak. And that you so let me think. I have 1.5 minutes to finish this topic strongly. All right. What would be the best? Of course, I have to say sorry, excuse me, and take responsibility for the bullshit that happened in here, which I am. I'm really sorry that this is happening, but also it is a good experience, and I'm kind of lucky to see that these problems are possible, and my efforts can be destroyed sometime in the future when I have thousands and thousands, or maybe millions of followers here on YouTube. So I might be lucky to have this problem, this issue, to experience this at this point, and it's all about the perspective, like if you can see positivity in this negativity, that's the attitude of the winner. Like you are the champion. Like you have to be the champion of your brand. You have to control what you can control, and that's how strong brand is built. You have to look at the situation, and next time do much better to prevent this shit from happening, and your brand will grow stronger and stronger, and you won't be able to control it. It will be like a snowball. If you are putting enough efforts, and people will appreciate that. Like you will get uh, you will get the snowball effect no matter what. If you are giving up, if you are not reasonable, if you're not like strong enough, if you're not proving your point, if you actions are not good enough for the for the work you're trying to accomplish, that will be a negative snowball, and you know the brand will be destroyed, and you will go out of the business. That's for sure. That's why most businesses are going out. Like in like they say in like in 10 years time, uh, only only like 2 or 3% of businesses survive. You know, so that's all about the boss, the person behind the startup. Like that's you just have to control the the direction uh, of the progress of that snowball effect, you know, and try to pull the situation in that way where snowball is going towards nice and good things, you know, good, it has to multiply positivity and you know benefits for the customers, benefits for the people around you, benefits for the community around you. It has to multiply good things instead of bad. That's the first thing. So when if you are not strategic enough, your brand will suffer and it will go automatically in the negative way, the bad way, you know, towards self-destruction. That's for sure. That's how life works, and that's why branding is so important in the world of marketing. You know, like if you don't have uh, strong brand strong understanding about brand, about your own brand, or your, in my case, if I'm running the agency, I must have understanding not only about my brand, but about the brand of other businesses, my customers. So sorry, I'm trying to talk too much probably, and it's 13 minutes. I'm over the time. Anyway, I want to talk about that because it's exciting for me. It's you know, marketing is going nowhere. Marketing is fucking bullshit if you don't do branding exercises. There's a bunch of branding exercises to find and define the meaning behind the business name, to give the personality, identity to the brand, and create a solid mission, which is easy enough to achieve. You know, like but I'll tell you one thing. Like you know, what we, you take the screw, and which tool would you use? Would you use like the hammer or the screwdriver? Hmm? So good brands know which tool to use. For example, I was mentioning the thing before, like if you're a grass cutter, you have to be strategic about things, and you know maybe you don't you have only one mover, you cannot cut trees and things like that, so you cannot advertise yourself as a let's say um, uh, landscaper. Yeah. So you have to be careful about your choices. I mean, that's about differentiation. You have to be different enough from other brands, from your competition, if you will. But if you choose your niche, if you choose your brand strategy wise enough, you don't have competition. Basically, you are just doing the things that you are capable of doing the best. Simple. And nobody's will ever compete with you because you are the best in doing something. If you cut grass the best, you don't chop the trees. Simple as that. And yes, which tool to use is it's also important. You know, good brand champions, like good brand managers understand much more than others probably. Like you know, most of the people are given a task and they're doing that work just to exchange their efforts and time for the money so they can feed themselves. but branding is something unique. It's something creative. One of those jobs that will continue to be uh, to exist. I think, because human creativity is something important. We understand things, and I don't know if AI is going to kick this thing anytime soon. I don't think so. So like branding and investing and sales are one of those things that are really, really mm, important and close to the core of life and business. You have to understand much more. You have to understand psychology. You have to understand psychology, like of your customers, your people who are working with you, for you, and you have to understand sales is as well psychology a lot. Like you have to be uh, sensitive enough to understand what other people need and how to approach that. It's all kind of related, and when you put everything correctly into the system, which starts with good branding, strong branding process. All that starts to make sense. Like uh, you branding is helping everyone. Everyone needs that. Brand experts are so important. So salespeople will be able to make more money. The managers and the owners will be happy. Investors will be happy. And like yesterday, I was talking about investing, right? So it's just really, really, really important to understand branding for everyone. Like investors investors are kind of similar in that way. They they understand a lot, but they don't engage themselves into creating things as much. So they prefer to give the resources, maybe money and probably contacts, maybe some knowledge as well. But they're trying to leverage what they already have. And uh, entrepreneurs and branding experts are on that side, on the creative side, where they actually pushing the things forward, or creating, inventing new ways to to accomplish mission. Yeah. And mm, yeah, I was talking about the right tools. So it's all about understanding. You must understand the meaning behind the business. The personality, how to approach people, and to be to be accepted, not to be pushy, not to be over, I don't know, sensitive and things like that. You have to choose your approach. You must understand life. You must understand the people, and you have to choose the right tools to achieve your goals, to accomplish your mission. That's so important. That and like good brand experts can deliver that for any business, if they're willing to work together, to pay and accept the change, because it's also about innovation usually. Sometimes you uh, some businesses are not flexible enough. They won't accept the reality, and brand strategy, the new better brand strategy won't be accomplished just because owner or the manager is too stubborn. So there but it's also possible to help even those people. Like when you see those people trying to put the screw into the wood with the hammer, uh, good good brand expert would be able to explain that they don't have to use the hammer. You should use screwdriver. Hammer is dangerous. If you think that your brand is a screw, you will break. Most likely, you will break the uh, screw, which is your brand. You won't be able to integrate your brand into the wood. That's bad. But the same the similar problem might be seen in the opposite way. If you have if you see a business owner trying to screw in, like taking the nail and trying to screw it in the wood, that's bullshit as well. Okay, I'm over the top. Jesus Christ, it's impossible. It's impossible to finish it in 10 minutes. I would talk more, but I'd say it's enough. 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Yes. Peace. um, I don't know what to do. Like the beginning of the beginning of the episode of this episode of the stream, the beginning of the stream was fucked up, and I don't know what to say, how to improve that thing. Interesting, but probably I'll keep it as it is. That will be the best, the easiest way, and it will be natural because it happened just out of the air, uh, and that's the adventure. Like if you go into the world of business, you care about your brand as much as your kids, and it is an adventure. You face problems, and it's unavoidable, but it strengthens you. You become stronger, better, and you are able to take care of your brand better and better after all those hiccups and problems. They makes us stronger. So I I'd say your brand is an extension of your personality. It's like the screw or the nail, and you choose whichever you want to be. Yeah. So I don't know what to. I love that. uh, by the way, what do you think about the Viking? No, like I keep forgetting that the camera view is actually inverted. Like so I have to show like that. who do you like better? The alien or the Viking? Huh? Please do not forget to subscribe. I guess it's enough for today, right? Have a nice day, everyone.